Hello everybody, it's Coffee Morning with Karlos, where I talk about a game based upon top secret criteria whilst drinking my morning coffee until my cup is dry. And today we're going to be playing Fairy Fencer F Advent Dark Force. Fairy Fencer F Advent Dark Force is the full title of the game, yes. It is a JRPG from Idea Factory and Compile Heart. It was released on the 14th of February 2017, so it's about a year old now, and apparently it's a remastered version of Fairy Fencer F, according to the blurb anyway, although I have absolutely no idea how much difference this remaster has made because I've never played the original. Graphically, let's be honest, it's not setting the world alight even now, so, well, you know what, it's not really important. If you want to check it out, it's there. It's got a different theme song in the trailer, but I mean, it's probably the same. What is important is, however, me being able to use the word lewd in the following question. Fairy Fencer F Advent Dark Force seems like a fun, albeit grindy JRPG, but it isn't too lewd, is it? To which I would reply, no, it's fine. But hey, good for you for taking the opportunity to use the word lewd. It doesn't come up all that often. And then I would say back to myself, that's what she said, but then I'd have to dispense with this trip down solipsism lane and try and tell you something about this game. Fairy Fencer F Advent Dark Force. I don't know why I like to keep saying the name of the game like that, but I do. You play as Fang, which for an abrasive young man is about as inventive as calling the beautiful princess cutie or something. Anyway, Fang and a bunch of other people need to collect swords, and it's a little bit like an infinitely more stabby version of Pokemon because they've got to catch them all. The reason behind all this sword getting is that a goddess is trapped with a load of swords stuck in her, and the swords they get in the real world have got fairies in, and then you can use the fairy to challenge a monster that lives inside the sword that's stuck in the goddess, and if you win a fight with them, oh god, this explanation is taking so long, and I've grown a mighty white beard during the length of the telling. Oh. What this all really means, however, is that you go to a number of zones filled with monsters and turn-based battle the shit out of them until you fight a boss. In between times you get cutscenes and visual novel-style dialogues that start off utterly stupid, but eventually start to tell a more interesting story. So far then, so par for the course. With a lot of these games, it's the bells and whistles around the gameplay loop that make or break it for you. How much do you enjoy the special power animations? How much do you enjoy the music? Do the characters charm you or irritate you beyond measure? When all's said and done, this is another entry in the decidedly lengthy list of JRPG titles that offer a predictable, decent, if uninspired experience. There is some boob jiggle for those of you who are looking for some lewdness, but beyond that, well, not really a whole lot. It's fine, you know, guys in towels, a bit of leg. You don't have to worry about building relationships either, and romance, although this does form part of the multiple endings for the game. You can certainly get at least 2 playthroughs worth, since there's both a light and dark path to follow, as well as just combining the two. I had a little mess around with the difficulty levels, and although there are people who started playing on hard from the get-go, I strongly suggest normal is where the correct gameplay experience is found. The harder skill levels just seem to increase the likelihood of the characters getting one shot out of nowhere, which is just very annoying. So then, if you like JRPGs with humour, grinding for stuff, repeatedly watching the same attack animation and collecting endless pockets full of junk, I think that you, like me, will enjoy playing Fairy Fencer F Advent Dark Force, even though you might not have a good explanation as to why. Thanks ever so much for watching today's video on Fairy Fencer F Advent Dark Force, and I hope very much that you have enjoyed it. And if you have, please do not hesitate to leave a like somewhere where you found this video, and I look forward to seeing you again next time. Fairy Fencer F Advent Dark Force seems like fun, albeit grind... Oh, piss. I'll fuck that up. Fairy Fencer F Advent Dark Force seems like fun, albeit grimy. Fairy Fencer F Advent Dark Force seems like fun, albeit grimy.